1MDB has sparked embezzlement and money laundering investigations across
one of the
at least
biggest
10
corruption
countries.
scandals the world has ever seen.
What may be the biggest financial scam in history.
A number of corrupt 1MDB officials treated this public trust as a personal bank account.
Follow us as we bring you into the courtroom where the biggest financial scandal in Malaysian history is being heard. By the Malaysian Insight, this is the Najib Razak 1MDB trial, and I'm Patrick Teo. Surely you have told yourself that this is dirty business? Najib Razak's lead counsel, Shafee Abdullah, asked as he shot a series of questions at former 1MDB CEO Muhammad Hazem Abdul Rahman. Hazem is the 10th witness in the case against Najib, who faces 25 criminal charges in relation to 2.28 billion ringgit in public funds. Do you agree with me in hindsight that you saw 1MDB money travelling out? This scheme, it would inevitably be discovered and you are bound to be caught. I am suggesting to you that it's a certainty. It's only a question of time. Did you not tell former Prime Minister Najib that you are seriously concerned about it? Najib's lawyer Shafee continuously threw at Hazem. Hazem informed the court last year about his meeting in July 2012 with businessman Low Teck Joe, also known as Joe Low, and Najib's then principal private secretary, the late Azlin Alias, at the Shangri-La Hotel in Putrajaya. Joe had apparently told Hazem that 1MDB was to carry out strategic investments for UMNO, Najib's political party. Didn't you find it peculiar that a non-member of UMNO was elaborating to you on the vision of UMNO, and that UMNO is not the owner of 1MDB? What was travelling in your head? Hazem said that in hindsight, if that is clearly communicated to him, he would not have accepted the job. However, he admitted to realizing that 1MDB would be used as a political vehicle to raise funds. As to Hazem's lack of action to raise the matter to Najib, Hazem stated that there were news among the media and voices from parliament members. Shafee dismissed that we can't believe everything from the media and politicians can lie. The witness said he did share it with former 1MDB chairman Lodin Wok Kamarudin and requested the latter to raise it up to Najib, who Hazem described as the ultimate boss. So, you depended on Lodin? Shafee asked. Hazem replied yes. And Shafee concluded that Hazem only relied on hearsay and secondary routes. The lawyer also associated Joe Low's words to Hazem in Shangri-La as Jual Mahal, meaning of only boastfulness. First thing in the morning, Shafee led the court with the conspiracy that investment bank Goldman Sachs was the culprit in crafting a criminal scheme with 1MDB to embezzle money. Goldman Sachs worked together with Joe Low, 1MDB's finance director, Terence Gay, 1MDB's general counsel, Jasmine Liu, Hazem's predecessor, Sharul Haumi, 1MDB's CFO, Azmi Tahir, and others, Shafee said. The embezzlement was done through the deal between 1MDB Energy Langat Limited and International Petroleum Investment Corp, IPIC, with the proceeds from the bond issuance by 1MDB Energy Langat. Hazem, after listening to Shafee, responded, I can't fully comment on this. Next, Shafee questioned Hazem if he was fully aware that 1MDB Energy Langat Limited's bond issuance only had one guarantor, solely 1MDB, instead of two as declared. Hazem said prior to the cross-examination he had been led to believe that IPIC was the other guarantor, and IPIC's presence is for the rating of the bonds. As CEO of 1MDB, did you question it or you weren't aware? Shafee asked Hazem. I did not question because I was aware that there was a guarantor. "Who told you?" Shafee asked again. "Finance." "And who specifically in finance?" Shafee followed up. Hazem replied, "Azmi, if I remember correctly." The lawyer continued to press the proof that IPIC was only an indirect guarantor by revealing that there was no guarantor agreement present. "At the minimum, Azmi as the CFO, he should have known," Shafee asked. Hazem agreed. "And Azmi didn't disclose?" Hazem agreed again. Shafee indicated today that he couldn't wait to cross-examine Azmi, who is in the upcoming witness list. The proceedings stopped at Shafee asking if Hazem presumed that Joe Low liked him since Hazem was promoted as a CEO, to which Hazem said he does not know. The 1MDB trial will resume tomorrow. This podcast was brought to you by the Malaysian Insight. It is written by Hayley Chong Wee Kee, and I'm Patrick Teo.